Alright guys, thanks for clicking on the video. As you can tell by the title, we're just going to go ahead and go for it. Fuck it. This is going to be the Scream Factory complete. No, I can't say complete. This is going to be the Scream Factory poster collection part 2. But I will tell you, for part 2, we are doing lithographs only. So guys, I was looking over this right quick as I was kind of right before I just got done with part 1. I was like, fuck it, dude. Just let's go with it. Stop killing time. Stop procrastinating on it. We'll get this shit. After I shut the video off, I'll take my time putting this shit back together, and it's all good. But I did actually go over my whole entire collection, and I'm like, as I was digging these out, I'm like, holy fuck, I think I have, up to date, of course, I think I have every single Scream Factory lithograph that has been released, with the exception of their newest steelbook, which is Battle Beyond the Stars, a Roger Corman film. It just came out, and if I'm not mistaken, I think the only way you can get that lithograph, because if you just buy the steelbook by itself, it doesn't come with a lithograph, which is a fucking shitty practice on Scream Factory's part. If anything, they should change. It's definitely that, because fuck that sucks. I know they got. I think right now the only way you can get that lithograph with the steelbook is if you buy the deluxe edition. It actually comes with the figure. I'll be honest with you guys. I think it's like $60 or $70. I think it might be 70. Excuse me, guys. That was. I think it's 70. And I'll be honest with you, I just don't want to pay that much. I'm definitely getting out of that figure thing too. I don't want to go into all that. You know, I do love what Scream does. I like the fact that they license through NECA. They work together and they put out this great stuff. And I do love all that. It's just, you know, me, I'm basically one of them basic bitches. I'm all about the fucking disc. So it is what it is. But guys, as I was going over it, I can tell you right now, because I wrote it down just so I could be like, okay, I'm not telling nobody no bullshit. As in total, right now, for Scream Factory, this was the way that those lithographs, this is how the lithographs came into play very first with Scream Factory. They announced 3 steelbooks. And I believe this was either 2017 or 2018. It was one of those years, first year. They announced 3 steelbooks because Scream Factory, not Shout Factory, but Scream Factory had not released a steelbook up to that point. And they announced 3 fucking John Carpenter steelbooks right off the bat. Just dropped it out of nowhere. Those 3 were The Fog, Escape from New York, and They Live. And that was the first time that the word lithograph popped up on that website. Now, a lot of people were like, wait a minute, like, what the fuck? What's the difference between a poster and a lithograph? So I'm sure you guys all know. I'm not going to sit here and ramble on too much because we're going to break into this shit. I got every single lithograph in my collection. It's right here, with the exception of one, which is The Fog. I do have that lithograph. That bitch is framed and it is hanging in my bedroom. That's just one of my movies. That's when I got the lithograph. That's my baby. Just like They Live, which I don't have that one actually framed up. God knows I don't know why, but I did frame the Fog and put it in my bedroom. But that was the first time that word was used, and a lot of people were confused about it. I was confused. I looked at the dimensions on that thing, and still to this day, I'm thinking, who the fuck had that idea to choose those dimensions for those lithographs? I think whoever decided the size of those things and signed off on that probably should have been drug tested. It is, guys. Take my word for it. I wish I'd just looked real quick and wrote down a dimension. You get a second? Look at the dimension sizes for all those lithographs. The only time we've ever received a lithograph that was like an actual size that you can go to the store and buy a frame for was in that big tube you see sitting right there behind me, which is the Friday the 13th box set. That's the poster and the lithograph we got. And those were 24 by 36. Even the lithograph was that size. And it was like, fuck, that's nice because it's easy to get a frame. But all of these I got sitting right here, different story. I'm telling you, that shit's like, I think it's like 28.9 by 32.6 some shit. It's weird. I'm telling you, it's a weird fucking size. They are, though. Some of them do. Some of them look better than others. Some of them are a little dark. I will say this. The Howling, for one. When I first got that, I fucked it up taking it out of the tube. Got a replacement for it, blah, blah, blah. That thing is like really dark. Some of these lithographs, the stock paper that they use for these sometimes makes them look really good. Sometimes the image is just a little too dark for it and it's not showing, like, you know, the detail and the clarity. But it is what it is. But guys, like I said, I do have all of them. Not only, like I said, guys, there's 22 steelbooks out right now. Well, there's 22 steelbooks that exist in the Screen Factory line. I have 21 of them, so of course, all 21 lithographs are right here for those steelbooks, with the exception of the fog. But not only that, they also released 2 lithographs for the Critters box set, which was nice, because that was like, holy fuck, we get 2 lithographs in one fucking tube for that set when you pre-ordered it. Only if you went through Screen Factory's website. We got a lithograph for the Almond box set. We got a lithograph for the Fly box set. I have no idea why we didn't get one for the Wreck box set. That still eludes me to this day. Like I said, guys, the Friday the 13th lithograph. I'm trying to think. Creep Show got a lithograph, also with an 18x24 poster. I'm trying to think, guys. You know what? There might be, trust me, if they released it and it's a lithograph, it's right here, because I looked through all the shit. I have all of them with the exception of Battle Beyond the Stars. So, guys, I hope you're ready for this. This is going to be a pretty long video. I think part 1, I just did that. Part 1, if you missed it, please go back and take a look at it. Part 1, it was just me going through the big stack that I had that's folded over there, that's not framed. And I went through a big green crate that I have over there. That's some of my rolled posters that's in a tube. But I will tell you this whole stack you see right here, it's all lithographs. But guys, down here is going to be a whole nother video. I mean, from here all the way back to the wall, those are 2 posters. I dug through them, make sure I got every lithograph out. And yeah, guys, I think these to do my complete collection, this might be 4 parts. So not unless I can, yeah, it's going to be 4 parts, because part 3 will have to be the rest of the roll posters right here. This is newer stuff too, especially like Pet Sematary 2, Silver Bullet, for example. A lot of these are new posters. I even got John Carpenter's Vampires down there. I got the Blob tube right there, but it's hanging up right there. Silver Bullet. So that's going to be part 3. Part 2, we're just going to get to this. Got this big chair sitting here. If I touch anything on that bitch, it's probably going to fall over. So guys, if this bitch falls like dominoes, bear with me. We'll get through it. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take them out of the tube, unroll them, hold them up. Hopefully I can get them in frame decent enough with that ring light right there for you guys to see them. When I'm done, I'm going to set the tube and the poster down over here on the side. I got a nice little space set up just right here where I can just get each one and put it back. But if you'll bear with me, we'll go through this shit. I'll make good on my promise. A year ago, I promised I was going to do these videos. And guys, I'll be honest with you, I was just like, you know what, I'm going to need like another pair of helping hands just to help me with it. Somebody who knows how delicate I am with my shit, dude. Because I love this shit. I don't want it to get fucked up. I don't want to wrinkle them, take them out of the tube. I don't want to jam them back in the fucking tube and all that. Yeah, guys, I'm just rambling on. But I will tell you, there are a couple lithographs in here that are my favorites. So when I get to them, I'll definitely holler them out. So like I said, guys, we're going to be here for a minute. You guys know I don't edit my videos. Don't do none of that shit. If I get tired, get busy, like, okay, dude, like I got to have a cigarette, something to drink. We'll take a fucking break and all that. So guys, be prepared. Go get yourself something to drink, a snack, whatever the fuck it is you're going to do. Let's have some fun. Whew, mouthful already. But I definitely wanted to run that across to you. There's been a total of 22 steelbooks that's been released by Screen Factory up to this date. I know there's none right now that's been announced. I was surprised they didn't announce any with that Halloween 1 through 5 4K UHD bundle. They also announced Alone in the Dark and that new Elvira flick. I was kind of hoping that they would announce 1 or 2 steelbooks, but unfortunately they didn't. This time last year they announced the Friday the 13th, the complete collection box set that we all have. I'm sure we all fucking been drooling over since September, October 2020. I'm sure we all been drooling over that. But the day that they announced that, though, not only was I super excited for that, I was fucking super excited for the fact that they announced Motel Hell and Pumpkinhead. And I'm telling you, I've watched both of those steelbooks. Do keep in mind that they already previously released that as a collector's edition. Basically, I mean, those were early releases for Screen Factory as well. But I can tell you, Motel Hell looks a few hairs better. It definitely, looks a little bit better than the original collector's edition. But that fucking Pumpkinhead 4K scan in that steelbook, go pop in that regular collector's edition you got, watch that, and then go pop in that steelbook copy. Holy shit, night and day. Stan Winston's effects, his lighting, that cinematography for that movie I would not be surprised if that gets like a 4K UHD in the future. It definitely deserves it, just like John Carpenter's The Thing. That's gonna look. That's one of those things that's. It's just the atmosphere of that movie, the lighting. It's like Suspiria. Like, why the fuck not? Like, that's gonna look great. So yeah, definitely check out the Pumpkinhead and the Motel Hell Steelbook. Let's go with it, guys. We're gonna dig into it right off the top here. Here is the Halloween 2 lithograph. I know these are really highly sought after. I said this in my first video. I'm sure you can see that Halloween 3 lithograph behind me. I assure you, I got another one right here, and I will show that. I think I bought that. Yeah, I bought an extra one of that and Night of the Demons. For some reason, I wrote H3 replacement on that. I have no idea why. I hope that's not fucked up or something. Anyway, guys, this will take me a second to get them in and out, so bear with me. I know I said in my first part that I was going to go ahead and take all these out, but it's just going to take too much time, guys, and I don't have that much time, not that much free time to go through it. So if I could just get in there. Guys, these things are not the easiest. That's, that thick paper. Now, this is definitely different paper than the Screen Factory 18 by 24 posters. But I can tell you, these are a little bit of a bitch. So I'm going to hold it up. We're going to try our best here. Guys, that is the lovely Halloween 2 Steelbook lithograph that they did right there. As you can see, guys, right there where Jamie Lee Curtis is on that thing. It's like if you don't have this thing super flat, man, that paper just wants to flex out on me. So, yeah, guys, I hope you can see that really good. Hopefully that light, if I tilt it, that light's not overkill on the glare. Love the hell out of that artwork. I'm super glad to see that come to 4K UHD as well. That announcement just came in Tuesday. Today is Saturday, so only been a couple days since that announcement. I'm sure everybody's super excited. I'm sure everybody's not super excited about those prices with that shit. I'm sure a lot of you just said, you know what, fuck it. The only thing I really want is just, the films itself. I'll just get the film and the poster bundle. Call it a fucking day. I got on there, pretty much almost pulled the trigger on that. Then I said, you know what? September's a little while away. Whenever it does finally get here, I'll be glad that I ordered the everything bundle. I saw a lot of people bitching about the pins for that because it was a big difference. I mean, I'm sure, what was it? You got the all 5 films, all 5 posters, the three Sacred Bones 7-inch vinyls for $245. But if you wanted all that plus the big box of pins, the enamel pins that they had in there, it was $300. So it's about a $55 difference. But yeah, I went ahead and done it though. But anyway, guys, that was Halloween 2 lithograph. So we might as well go ahead and... Should I really show the Halloween 3 one, guys? I mean, it's literally right there behind me. I'm sure everybody's seen it. I'm sure, you know what? Because I'm just gonna fucking do it. Fuck it, just say I did it. I wish I would have ran back there to my bedroom and grabbed the fog frame off the wall to bring it back here. That way I could officially say, hey, I didn't miss a fucking lithograph. Not one of them. With the exception, of course, Battle Beyond the Stars, because I just do not have that release yet. And it literally just fucking came out. Yeah, guys, I'm telling you, these lithographs... Don't get me wrong, I like them, but that paper is just so easy to fucking wrinkle. It's not very noticeable once you frame it, but if it's wrinkled bad enough, you frame it, you hit a light on it, you'll see it. Anyway, guys, here you go. I took it out anyway, even though it's hanging up right fucking behind me just for you guys. You guys are the only ones I'd do it for, because I know you're watching it, but Halloween 3 Season of the Witch. I love that fucking artwork right there. Oh, love it. Loved it so much I had to buy another one of it just to have an extra. And I had the extra, both tubes just sitting in here. I got this room all put together, and I was like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm tacking one of these up on the fucking wall. Sure enough, that's the one you see behind me. Bought an extra one of Night of the Demons as well. Love that artwork. And I'm telling you guys, I know a lot of people right now is bitching. Hardcore bitching about that fucking new artwork that's done for the 4K the 1 through 5 4K UHDs that they just announced. I'm seeing a lot of people saying, God, man, it's like the same fucking leaves are like photoshopped in every single fucking image, blah blah blah. But I'm telling you, I saw that artwork for Halloween 3. Man, they could have just announced just that the other day, and I'd have been just fucking fine with it. I'd been like, I'm getting that motherfucker. But I'm a sucker for Halloween 3. Took a little bit of time for that movie to grow on me, but I'm telling you what, I like it a lot. Damn, I think I just showed you guys my dress and everything on that. So, guys, please do me a favor. Don't send me weird stuff. So I know there's some fucking people out there who like to send dirty underwear in the fucking mail and all that weird shit. I'm not down with that, just so you know. Alright, guys, moving on. By the way, I have heard real fucking true horror stories about that shit. Don't know exactly how true some of them are, but I don't want to find out. You know, you want to send me a letter and fucking be like, hey man, I love your channel and all that good stuff, man. Here's a bag of pretzels or a coupon for some good beer. I'd gladly appreciate it, but as far as that other shit though, don't send me your mom's fucking used vibrator or some shit. I'm not down with that. Guys, it's been a while since I had some sleep, so I probably will be saying some fucking off the wall shit. Anyway, guys, next up, I believe, I think this is Prince of Darkness. Let's hope it is. It is. I love that. Love that. Love it. That's great artwork, guys. I'll try to lean forward just a little bit to get in there. Hope you guys are digging that. That's great. I can't believe I don't have this fucking frame that's sitting up on the wall. I'm telling you guys, a lot of these would be hanging on my wall right now if it was just simple enough to go buy a fucking frame that was the exact same size dimension as the lithograph. But the only thing I know to do is to buy a bigger frame and cut it down. And it's not just as simple as cutting the fucking, you know, like let's say you go to Walmart and you buy those mainstay frames, you buy a bigger frame than this dimension. It's not just as simple as just cutting the fucking cardboard on the back to fit this, the clear plastic protector that goes over it. You also got to cut those little plastic rods, like they're kind of, I don't know, are they acrylic? I'm not sure exactly what material that is. But you got to cut those grooves just right so it snaps back together and it doesn't look like shit. My best friend Matt, he does a really good job at doing those. I walked in his house and saw all of his lithographs hanging up and I was like, holy fuck. He made them look really good and nice. I was even sitting there telling him, I'm like, look man, when I'm ready to fucking just hang these bitches up, if I find some space or I want to just do a big collage of them in the hallway, I'm going to buy all those frames, I'm going to bring them straight to you and I'm going to pay you to do that for me because you made it look super sweet. All right, we're going to keep this going. But yeah, if you guys know of a better way, or do you know a retailer who sells frames that Scream Factory's lithographs fit in perfectly, please let me know. Direct me to a website, whatever it is you got to do, because I will tell you right now, I'm not about to take this to any shop, take them in there, and pay to have them customize a frame for each one of these. That's going to be a fucking fortune. I'm not going to put that much money into it. You know, I love having them. I do want to see them hanging up because that's the whole purpose of having them. But hey, as you've seen in my last video, guys, I have a ton of fucking posters in here. It's just fine if they're in the fucking tubes. At least I know I got them. And when that moment of opportunity comes one day, I'll do it then. Guys, this one, I can feel it. It's going to be a bitch. And this is why I wish back in the early days of Scream Factory's practices, not only did they use cap tubes, but I wish they would have put the bands around these that held them together really good, and you could put the bands right back on them real easy. Guys, this should be Escape from New York. If it's not, I apologize. It is Escape from New York, but I'm fucking doing it upside down. You know, I'll be honest with you, I didn't like this artwork when I first saw it when it was announced. I was like, man, what the fuck, dude? There were so many options to go for this film. I love this fucking film. The soundtrack. John Carpenter's soundtrack to this fucking film, too. Oh, magnificent. Love it. But the artwork has grown on me a little bit. Guys, I would like to take it and just stretch the fuck out of it. But I just don't want to put creases and shit into it. It's already hard enough. These things do take wear and tear. Taking them out and putting them back in, the last thing I want to do is fuck them up, because I will not be able to sleep if I fuck these things up. If I do fuck them up, the first thing I will end up doing is getting on fucking eBay, getting on Facebook, whatever it is, and being like, I just fucked something up that I truly love. Is anybody out there got something I could buy from them? Please don't rob me. I'm desperate. See, like this fucking tube, man. That tube is just too fucking small for this thing. I'm not. We'll worry about that one. I'll set that one off to the side. We'll do that one later. All right, guys, what we got here? We might as well do this one. This is the extra one. This is Night of the Demons. You guys, it says customer service. Got my name on it. Maybe I just stuck this in a different tube. Yeah, it probably was. This is a replacement, I think. They sent me this tube for the Howling. And I probably took the Howling out for some reason and put Night of the Demons in there. Who fucking knows what I did? Even though it's hanging up on the wall behind me, guys, just like Halloween 3. Gonna take it right out. No, actually, I showed you everything. Didn't take the easy way out. I love this fucking artwork, by the way. I'm hoping I'm doing this the right way. Of course I'm not. Ah, love it, love it, love it. That is Night of the Demons. There's my extra one. I believe this is the actual one that either came with my release or that might actually be the one that came with it. Anyway, fuck it. I had to get an extra one. Can you blame me? Look at that fucking artwork. That is great. Guys, I did have the Angela NECA figure. And I think I had like 4 other NECA figures from Scream Factory. I sold them. I did like them. I loved them. They look great on the shelf. But, I'll be honest with you, I'm not a figure kind of person. I think I have maybe a dozen NECA figures in all, in total. And I'll be honest with you. Some of them, I mean, I love them. Don't get me wrong. I love looking at them. But for some of the prices of what those things go for and everything, and the trades I was willing to make, I was not about to turn it down. So, did what I did. But anyway, guys, that was Night of the Demons. There's my extra one. Guys, we're going to have to pick this up a little bit. We'll go for this one next. Look at there. See them motherfuckers is falling. I hope I don't have to like do 2 parts for this video just to get through these guys. I really hope not. So then everybody's going to be like, dude, like it took you way too long to go through that shit. But bear with me, guys. I said in the beginning, I promised a year ago I was going to do these videos. I just knew it was going to be, just takes a little time, effort, and work. Yeah, see, I see this one. This one's got some fucking definite, this took a struggle coming out of there the first time I done it, and I could see it on the sides. I hope I didn't fuck it up too much. This was already like that, though. I didn't just do that just now. If I got to get another one, fuck off. Actually, I think I have a replacement for this one. I don't know. See what we got. Yeah, guys, that looks fucking fine. I don't know what I'm tripping about. I just see it on the back. The paper on the back, like that thick white paper, I can kind of see like these indentions on there from stress. And I'm just like, oh, I know you're going to be able to see it in the front, and it's not half as bad. Nowhere near. Yeah, guys, that is Army of Darkness Steelbook right there. I can tell you guys, those early, a lot of those Scream Factory Steelbooks are long gone now. They sit around for a long time. I know that their Scream Factory's normal practice was when they released a Steelbook. Now, guys, keep in mind, I'm not talking about Shout Factory's Steelbooks. I'm talking about just Scream Factory. When they would have released a Steelbook, it had a sticker on the front. It says manufactured units of 10,000. That means they made 10,000 units, and once they were gone, they were gone. And some of them, I'll be honest with you, most of them lasted a long time. Even those Halloween 2s and 3s, those lasted a long time. I'm surprised those didn't get gone a lot faster than what they did. And, you know, before they announced these new 4K UHD Halloween 2s and 3s with that 1 through 5 set. The Steelbooks for 2 and 3 was going for big money. Big money. I can only imagine what those lithographs go for. But they're so odd size, I'm sure that a lot of people probably don't spend really, really big money on some of these, but I bet for like Halloween 2, 3, The Thing, and you know, those real big titles, big heavy hitters, I'm pretty sure there's definitely a lot of value to be had in there. See if I can just find out where it actually catches, which is right there. I can keep it spinning. I keep pulling it out. Alright. I think it's going to be this way, guys. Let's see. Alright, so that is the Lithograph 4 Creep Show. I do have the 18x24 poster, guys. If you did order this in time, you got the Lithograph, which is this right here, and the 18x24 poster with your Creep Show Blu-ray that they put in that nice rigid slipcase, which I fucking love that. I wish they would do that with a lot of Scream Factory shit. I can tell you, if I had to take my pick between those rigid the rigid slip cases or the slip covers, those rigid cases would win any fucking day of the week. I'm sure somebody out there could differ with me, but that's just my thoughts and feelings on it. It's better quality stuff, and it's got longer shelf life if you take care of it. A lot of us like to go and pull this stuff in and off our shelves. I'm sure most of us are delicate with the shit because we spend a lot of money on it, but I'm here to tell you that those slip cases definitely will last a lot longer than just those really thin-ass slip covers that everybody keeps going fucking crazy for. Don't get me wrong, I love them just as much as you do. I'm sure somebody out there who's watching this video right now being like, okay, what's his deal? I see his shelf behind him. He's got every fucking slip cover for every collector's edition on that shelf. I do, and I paid for them sometimes and shit like that, but if I had my pick, I would take the slip cases instead. Ooh, that one's going to be, that's a thin boy right there. That's going to be hard to get out. Let's see what we got. Assault on Precinct 13. After they announced, make sure I got this correct. So their first three steelbooks that they announced was The Fog, They Live, Escape from New York. And then all of a sudden they said, we're going to release 2 more Carpenter flicks for our next 2 steelbooks. And that was Assault on Precinct 13 and Prince of Darkness, if I'm not mistaken. So at that point we had 5 steelbooks from Screen Factory, and all 5 of them were John Carpenter. It was the announcement of the next 3, which was 6, 7, and 8. Were not John Carpenter films. That was The Howling, Life Force. Oh, Johnny, Jesus Christ, why'd you start doing that to yourself? Army of Darkness. Army of Darkness, Life Force, The Howling. That was 6, 7, and 8 from Screen Factory. Let's hope I got this right. Man, there's a stress mark right there. I don't know if y'all can notice that, but there is. You see those stress marks? That's what... It just makes me think, oh, this thing's probably fucked. This is from where I took it out the first time, not just now. Because when I got them, there's no bands around them. You have to, like, get them in there, manipulate them, and it was just hard as fuck, man. This was just Screen Factory, just not doing a great practice when they first started these. Young, it would help if you flipped it over the right way. John Carpenter's Assault on Precinct 13. I do like that. I don't say I love it, but I do like it. I definitely got a stress wrinkle right there on that, but you know what? We just have to live with this right there up at the top. I don't know if you guys can see that right there. That's why I'm always saying I'm so fucking OCD about this shit. But I'm sure none of them are ever going to be 100% immaculate and perfect and flawless. I do like that artwork. I kind of wish they went something a little different. Speaking of Assault on Precinct 13, I was back here watching Body Bags. Well, I did my first part of the Screen Factory collection video just a little bit ago. And right before I popped in Body Bags, I was watching Assault on Precinct 13. I noticed something too, that there's a special feature on that Assault on Precinct 13. It's an interview with the lead actor and John Carpenter. And I think that was from like 2002. Yeah, a 2002 convention, whatever it was, a sit down, a showing. I don't know what they were doing there, or what was the celebration or whatnot. But I don't think Screen Factory specified that that was like an archival interview. So I'm assuming there's probably a lot of fans when they first dropped that thinking that was brand new. It was from 2002, and Screen Factory didn't start their company until 2012. So. I think Assault on Precinct 13 might have came out in 2013, 2014 from Screen Factory, so it was even older. So you're looking at anywhere between 11 to 12 years later that they that interview was already done, had been done in that time. Where are we going, guys? Where are we going? We're gonna go for this bad boy right here. Whew, talking about when they announced this fucking steelbook too. Me and Matt, my best friend, we fucking hopped on the pre-order to this thing so fast. They announced a couple things with this shit though. It was the what was that at the same time? I think that was they had just of course they just went through Halloween 2 and 3 with that Creep Show release because that was announced at the same time. But they also right after that they announced fucking Night of the Demon steelbook, The Thing, Critters box set. We were like, holy fuck, man! If they keep on, like we're gonna be homeless because we were just fucking babysitting Facebook for fucking announcements and anything else, just being like, please let this be it, because they already just it was overkill at that point. We were like, we love all this shit, but We're going to fucking sell a goddamn testicle to get all this shit. But, Matt, if you're watching, you know what I'm talking about, man. Alright. Fuck, I did it again. Let's get it right. Alright, guys, that is... No, actually, I had it right the first time. Damn, I need some sleep. That is John Carpenter's The Thing, and yes, I do love this artwork. Change nothing about it. That thing is perfect. I love it. Let me see if I can... I'm trying, guys, the best of my ability. Hope you guys are liking that. That is John Carpenter's The Thing. Right at the 30-minute mark of the video. Love it, love it, love it. This steelbook is gorgeous, guys. And not to mention, Screen Factory had already released The Thing as a 2-disc collector's edition prior to this steelbook. But when they released this steelbook, Arrow Video had already released The Thing. So Screen Factory and Arrow Video actually collaborated and worked together, and Screen Factory actually included Arrow Video's 4K scan of The Thing with their steelbook release. Turned it from a 2-disc set to a 3-disc set just to give us that extra goodie. So that was nice to see Screen Factory collaborate with... Oh, this thing is going to drive me fucking nuts. Just get in there already. I don't want to fuck you up, man, but Jesus Christ. So it was nice to see them collaborate together. That went from a 2-disc set to a 3-disc set. So if you have that steelbook, you know exactly what I'm talking about. That thing is beautiful. Of course, you got Screen Factory's 2K scan in there, which is lovely. And you also get Arrow Video's 4K scan in there on another disc. So, and then there's just another whole disc in there. Nothing but fucking special features that takes like 14 hours to get through. There's a lot of shit in that thing. I love that release. Me and Matt went through that fucking steelbook like it was nobody's business. Love that fucking movie. That's a great release. You get the best of both worlds, especially with Arrow Video and Screen Factory. Guys, I'm sorry, but I'm gonna take a break just for a moment. Who knows? I might have to make this 2 parts, guys. I went through a good bit so far. It's just taking a little bit to get in, get out. I'm not trying to just sit here and fucking be dead silent too. Trying to fill you in on what I know for any kind of information. So guys, if you made it to the 32-minute mark of this video, hit me up in the comments section. Say, hey, 32 minutes in, thanks for doing the fucking video, man. Thanks for part 2. I hope you guys are appreciating these videos. I'm telling you, you know, it's nothing to sit here and like, you know, when I got like a box full of movies that just came in, it's nothing just sit here and pull one of them out of the box and be like, hey man, like check this out. I just got this in. I don't know if you guys know about it. Look at special features on the back. They got this interview. That's nothing. These posters though, fucking taking them out. And I'm sitting here trying to like pay attention to what I'm doing while I'm talking to you guys, because the last thing I want to do is fuck up my shit. I'm sure there's going to be a casualty along the way of these videos. I'm just hoping it's not going to be like a casualty of one that's like super fucking hard to replace. But I'm sure. Shit happens, mistakes happen. We ain't perfect, but guys, it's hard enough to get one of these as it is in immaculate, 100% flawless condition anyway. It's fucking lithographs. I'm telling you, if you guys have any of these, I'm sure somebody at least has one. Even if you have that Friday the 13th one, I'm sure when you pull that thing out the tube and you went to go try to smooth it out flat to put it in that frame that you was going to put above your collection and shine that bitch off, I'm sure you were like, damn, like, I admit this is some thicker stock paper, but fuck, it feels like you could fuck this up really quick. The reason why you got that feeling is because it's absolutely fucking true. Alright, guys. I was trying to go through the pinch tubes first, just so we could have fun at the end with the capped ends. I'm going to try to stick to that, guys, but fuck, I hate these pinch tubes. I was so glad. I think it was, if I'm not mistaken, I think The Craft was the very first collector's edition poster that I received from them that had capped ends. And the first poster that I received from them that actually had the Shout Factory display with the actual, you know, artwork on what the poster was, I want to say that was Frankenstein Creative Woman. I could be mistaken on that one, but if memory serves me correctly, I think that was the first label poster tube that we got from Screen Factory. Don't ask me how I remember shit like that. I guess I just order so much stuff from them, and I have such a love for them that I just kind of know that shit. I don't know. I'm probably just crazy. I'm a motherfucker who never sleeps. And I ain't got no friends. Oh, shit. Having too much fun here. Oh, man, I could just see. I don't even know if you guys... Look at that. Just look at that. That shit. I opened the tube. I didn't do that just now. I just opened the tube and saw that. I'm just like, ah! It's just the lip. I know the frame covers that part up, and it's no big deal. Probably flatten it out, and it's nothing. But my brain sees that shit, and I'm like, is that possible to replace? Probably don't even need a replacement, so calm the fuck down, Johnny. Let me see, guys, because you know what? Yeah, this is one. I have a little story to go with this one. I think I said this in part 1. Guys, I did something a little shitty when it came to this one right here. There's the howling. I do. That ring light is actually helping this one. I was going to say this was one that was just way too dark for me. I tell you, that steel book, even you holding it in your hand, it's a little dark. Wish it was a little bit shinier, to be honest. But that ring light's fucking helping this one. I'll give it that. That full moon tune right behind him with the detail of the tree limbs. Sweet, man. Fucking love it. It's that ring light. Thank you. I will tell you this. I first received this steel book. First thing I did was open up the steel book. They had promised that the only thing would be different from that steel book from the collector's edition was they actually added a new interview with Dee Wallace on the steel book. I turned over, started reading the spec card, and it didn't say shit about a new interview with Dee Wallace on it. And I was like, motherfucker, like, is this going to be like one of those replacement disc shit? Like, what happened? I popped the disc in, thankfully. There was a new interview with Dee Wallace on there. So after I got done watching the interview, first thing I did was I grabbed this tube and I opened it up. It wasn't this tube, it was another one. I grabbed the tube and went to go open it up, and man, did I fuck that lithograph up taking that bitch out. Like, I sit there and fidgeted with it so long, I got so fucking aggravated. I was like, you know what, fuck it. I'm just going to twist it just enough where I can get my hands on it, and if not, I'm going to cut the fucking tube. So what I did, instead of cutting the tube, which I should have done, because they didn't have a band around it, no fancy shit, I just fucking grabbed it, and when I went to go pull out, I guess at the same time, this hand just crunched down on the lip of the tube. I went to go pull, and it fucked it up right from like here all the way down to the center of it, and I was just sitting there. I was like, well, I did that my fucking self. Contacted Screen Factory through their customer service, and I was like, yeah, I just received your lithograph for the Howling with my steelbook from my order, and the lithograph came completely fucked up. Is there any possible way you guys could send me a replacement? They were nice enough to send me one, but I always kind of felt kind of shitty being like, hey, like, even though I fucked it up, I'm gonna blame it on y'all. But I will tell you, there was a lot of people who had fucked up creep show stuff. I remember during that time, there was a lot of replacements needed for, they were going through like a new warehouse situation at that time where they were going through a different, I don't think they were going through a different company, but I guess they had separated some of their warehouse workers they were just getting other factions to package their shit for them. People were constantly bitching about those fucking creep show posters, the lithographs, the Night of the Demons, Halloween 2 and 3, all that shit turned up really, really fucked up for a lot of people. And that's probably why a lot of those lithographs and that creep show poster went as fast as it did. And there was others too around that time period. Trick or Treat, that poster was already limited to like 500. People were getting that poster in, and it was fucked up beyond recognition. So of course they were contacting Screen Factory. Screen Factory was doing everything they could to send out all these replacements. Jeff Nelson got on Shockwaves, addressed that situation, and just said he was basically fucking in tears about how bad they handled their fucking products, because they were of course going through another company to do that shit. So guys, I do remember that. I don't know if you guys tuned in the Shockwaves or not whenever they were running all that, but I'm sure you go back and listen to the old Screen Factory guest appearance episodes with Jeff Nelson and Cliff McMillan, and they'll talk about that time. I believe that was 2018, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, because it's Trick or Treat, fucking Creep Show, Halloween 2-3 Steelbook. Fucking, I think we got Night of the Demons just a little bit later. Man, we was getting great stuff from fucking Screen Factory there for a minute. I was going broke as fuck, but yeah. Unfortunately, they got another company to handle their products. And man, they were fucking them up bad. So, yeah, let's hope we don't ever have to go back to... Let's don't go back down that road again with fucking Screen Factory. I know a lot of people right now are kind of bitching because they're going to their post office to pick up their shit. Screen Factory sends the movie with the poster, and they send it media mail. You get to the post office and you end up having to cough up a little bit of coin, because if it's media mail, they automatically inspect it to make sure nobody's breaking rules, because media mail is the cheapest mail. And no shit, you're actually having to, some people are actually having to pay a little additional postage to actually be able to pick it up from the post office. So hopefully Screen Factory's reimbursing motherfuckers for paying that, 'cause I think it's like $7 or $8. And yeah, we already pay for shipping and handling through Screen Factory and all that shit and taxes and all that. So I'm sure. I hope you guys haven't had to deal with that. I haven't had to deal with it yet, but I'm sure that day is coming because damn if I've seen enough of it on fucking Facebook. And the sources that I'm getting that from is fellow YouTubers that I fucking know and they wouldn't lie about shit like that. Even has the USPS putting the labels on the side of the box saying like, hey, this was inspected. There's a movie in there. That's media, but that poster is not considered media mail. And then they're like charging them like $7-8 just to pick up that fucking box. Kind of sucks. But yeah, I'm just rambling on, guys. Rambling on. What we got here? I didn't even look at the fucking tube. Oh, Life Force Lithograph. Life Force. Guys, I did have the original Life Force poster. The 18 by 24 came in this, I told this story, but it came in a really big lot of 30 posters I won on eBay. Just because some dumbass seller on there tried to pull a little tactic to try to get his auction to get bidded up, but it just played against him in the end. I won it. Nobody else bidded on it. Got 30 posters that he wouldn't list for like $70. That Life Force poster was 18 by 24. I didn't care for that poster, to be honest with you. I'm trying to think of who the fuck it was. It wasn't on social media. But I had a friend who knew somebody else that wanted that fucking poster and was very aware of it. And I wasn't going to let it go. And I just so happened to tell him the story about the whole thing about, being lucky getting that poster in a stack. And he was like, well, how much did you pay for the auction? And I was like, dude, I paid like $70 and got 30 posters. And he was like, dude, I'll give you $70 right now just for that fucking Life Force poster. And I was like, yeah, I could just sell one poster and get 29 fucking posters for free. Why not? And I did it. Here we go, guys. Again, here is the Life Force Lithograph. I know this movie's not for everybody. I watched this a couple times myself. I will admit, first time I watched this movie, the biggest thing I appreciated about it, which most of you appreciated about it the first time you watched it, was the fact that there's nudity all the way through it because this girl is walking around with nothing on. And fellas, I'm sure we all dug that. But didn't feel like a Tobe Hooper film to me, but it took a little bit later for me to really appreciate it for what it was and respect the fact that he was going for something completely, entirely different from anything else he'd ever done. And I think everybody at that time was probably, even to this day, probably expects to watch something from Tobe Hooper. It's going to be like, oh, it's like the next Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Even Texas Chainsaw Part 2 was far, far different from Part 1. Guys, we are at 43 minutes, so I'll try to pick this up a little bit. Wow, that's a 2-for-1 right there. Should we go for it? We're just going to go ahead and do it. Fuck it. Guys, this is the Critters lithographs right here. I will tell you, there is 2 in here, and this is the way they sent it. They put 2 lithographs in one big tube right here. If you ordered it in time, the Critters box set, which everybody got super fucking excited about, including me, plus Matt. I think as soon as they announced it, I got on fucking phone with Matt, and I was like, hey, go ahead and pre-order that shit. It's coming with 2 lithographs, and I know you want them. So we jumped on this shit. I don't even know what that is. Guys, this is going to be a pain in the ass. Come on, baby. Work with me. Don't put no stress on it. Oh, that actually went a lot better than what I expected. Now the moment of truth. Let me get them. Alright, so I'll show you the first one up right here. Keep in mind, guys, if you did order this in time, Screen Factory was just nice enough to send you 2 lithographs. This is one of them. Love the hell out of that artwork right there. Guys, I'll have to let that one go off to the side. And of course, the next one you're going to see, guys, if you do have the Critters box set, you're going to recognize this fucking artwork the instant I show it to you. That is the actual box artwork right there, which is, I like that artwork a lot better than that one, but hey, they put 2 of them in there, fuck it. What a great exclusive. So not only did they be like, hey, now we're going to send you 1 lithograph of a fucking box set with the same cover art, we're going to send you an extra one. I think it's just one of those things where they commission the artwork. I'll put these back in there later. I think they just commissioned the artwork, and they had a hard time like picking between either one. They were like, fuck it, pick the 2 best ones. We'll go that route. Even they have a hard time picking. So maybe they just coughed up a little bit extra dough for it. Anyway, guys, This is a little boy right here, and this is one of my favorite ones, and I don't want to fuck this one up. Oh, man. I don't even like the ends on this. I'm not putting this back in this fucking tube. I'm going to find something else. I'm going to find one of those other empty tubes from earlier to put it in, because I don't like that tube. Bear with me, guys. Taking some time here. All right. This is none other than, all right, John Carpenter's They Live Lithograph. Love that fucking artwork. Love that steel book. Love everything about it. Hopefully, guys, that is doing you some justice right there. Roddy Piper and Keith David standing right there. Got all the Kasum signs in the background. Oh, man. Obey on the television set right there. A lot of detail for this one. Love the hell out of this one. Why the hell I do not have this one hanging up in my bedroom as well. I have The Fog sitting in there. If I had to take my pick of which movie I liked it better, whether it be They Live or The Fog, They Live takes The Fog quickly down. I mean, They Live is just fucking great. Oh, I don't know how many releases of that movie now I bought from Screen Factory. Bought the Blu-ray Collector's Edition, the Steelbook, the 4K UHD. What is this one? God's all in there. I don't want to put this one back in there. We're not going to do that, so I'm going to set this one off to the side as well. We will figure that out later. All right, guys, let's keep going. Oh, yeah, that's right. All right, I'll tell you what. We'll get this one out of the way. The capped ones. I love this practice when they got to it. Love the fact that they started capping the ends of their posters instead of pinch tubes. This gave it an easier way to get your posters out without having to do this number right here and fucking them up on the jagged edges. Thicker tube stock as well, as I can tell you. And I love the fact that they put the picture on there right there, so nobody at the warehouse could, you know, fuck up what poster they were putting in the tube. I mean, it's like, damn, dead giveaway right there. You guys are probably going to go for the other end of this one. Oh, guys, this is 47 minutes in. We might have to do 2 parts on this one, guys. I don't see me getting through all this without it. Guys, I'm sure this video will shut off whenever the memory is full on it. So if it does just out of nowhere, I promise you, this is I'll pick it up in part 3. This is Big Trouble in Little China. And guys, I will tell you, this paper for this one right here feels a little bit thinner than their normal lithograph paper. I will tell you that. I'll hold that up so you guys can just soak that all in. I know. Looks like our boy right there is fucking farting out fucking lightning. But, hey, it is what it is, man. Yeah, that paper is definitely thinner from what I've been picking up. I kind of noticed that when I first unboxed this and looked at it, but wow. Actually, I do like the paper a little bit better because it feels like you can actually, it's a little bit easier to handle, and it's not like you're going to get some fucking bad wrinkles in it. So, I do like that a little bit better. Even though I let it go there at the end, and I spoke too soon, talking good shit, and let it go and it unraveled. Perfect. All right. Let's keep this going. So that was Big Trouble in Little China. Love those cap pens. They're so fucking easy, much easier to work with. Guys, here's one of my favorite lithographs right here. And I'll be honest with you, this, to me anyway, this didn't sell too well for Screen Factory, because fuck, did that figure stick around? I think that figure, the NECA even stuck around for a few sales. Guys, this is just the band I'm having to peel off right here. I did unwrap it, just stuck it back in the band without having to take it off, but I don't give a fuck about those. Let me see what I got here. Okay, so we're going to go this way. Like I said, guys, this is a little bit thinner paper stock. Hands down, one of my favorite lithographs right there from Screen Factory. And like I said, this lithograph fucking, I mean, I don't know if it still is, but this lithograph alone was sitting on eBay for like $10 for the longest time. And anybody who's a fan of Slumber Party Massacre, you need that lithograph. Fucking buy it, frame it, hang it in your house. I think Slumber Party Massacre is just definitely one of the most underrated slashers of all time, if you ask me. I know it gets its praise in due places in some aspects, but I do love the hell out of that movie. That movie, man, Screen Factory did a good job on that shit too. That steelbook looks great with that 4K scan. If you compare that steelbook to the original release, I assure you that steelbook is fucking immaculate. It's great, 10 times better. That is Slumber Party Massacre. Love the hell out of Slumber Party Massacre 2 as well. That's a fun trip. Oh, all right, ring light worked with me. Because this one was just a little bit darker when I first took out the tube and looked at it. I remember my first impression being like, damn it, like that's a little dark. But we're going to give it a go. Like I said, guys, a little bit thinner paper. Yeah, that ring light's working great on it, guys. That looks really good. Sorry you hear my dogs back there fucking barking like crazy. But look at that, guys. Soak that in. That is great cover. I assure you guys, the steelbook to this one, it does have a new 4K scan on it compared to just the old 1080p collector's edition up there that they originally released. I'm not going to say it's a night and day difference like Pumpkinhead is, but I will tell you, if there's a way to go, it's definitely that steelbook release of Motel Hell. There's definitely scenes in that film that definitely looks far better than the collector's edition one. So if you're interested in Motel Hell, I'd say go for the steelbook. And if you're a fan of Motel Hell already and you have the collector's edition, you might as well double dip and get that steelbook. I don't like to tell people just to, hey, go ahead and just keep fucking spending more and more money on the same shit, but you are getting something different. So here's one, guys, right here. Gotta take the band off of this one. Do I really got to, or can I just actually fuck it? Just gonna tear the band off of it. I'll clean this shit up later. Alright, let's see what way we're gonna open this up. Alright, gonna be the other way. A little bit thinner paper than the other ones. I'm telling you, these newer lithographs has definitely got thinner paper than the older ones. I like the thinner paper a little bit better. It's easier to handle. When it comes time to frame these, it'll be a little bit easier as well, in my opinion. That thicker paper, I'm telling you guys, it does feel thicker, but man, it just feels like it's too easy to fuck up. I will hold that back up. I'm just too busy running my mouth to let you guys just soak that artwork in. That is my Bloody Valentine. I love the artwork for that right there. I did buy the deluxe edition that had the steelbook, the lithograph, and the Harry Warden NECA figure. I did sell my Harry Warden figure. I loved it. Don't get me wrong; it looked great. But like I said, guys, I'm just not a figure guy. I mean, I was coming in here every once in a while. I'd pick them up and look at them. And I'll be honest with you, I was literally just picking them up most of the time, just looking at them. I was admiring them a little bit, but I had to dust them off and shit too and stuff like that. I don't know, just not a figure person, man. But as far as the actual films and posters and stuff like that, of like newly commissioned artwork or original, I'm all about that shit any day of the week. But you know, there's a market for everything. Some markets grab people, more than others. So, all right, guys, here's the fly right here. This thing looks great with those colors. I'll give them that. They did a great fucking job on this one. Love that Vincent Price right there on there. Man, you gotta love it. Fuck, man, that thing is great. I wish I could kind of hold it open a little bit better. But yeah, guys, that is the. Tell you what. Let me go from the bottom instead. See if I can put enough on it right there so you can get a hold of that. There you go, guys. That's the Fly. So it was nice to see them do, the Fly, the Omen, the Critters box set. Like I said, I don't know why they didn't do a lithograph for that Wreck box set. I guess at that time, because I think that Wreck box set came before any of those, to be a matter of fact. By release date, I'm pretty sure. Don't know why they did it that way, but hey, it is what it is. But I can tell you it definitely didn't come with a lithograph, because if it did, I would have got it. Here we go. Another band, guys. Damn. It is what it is. I'm just going to tear it off, guys, and we're going to move along. Okay. Don't worry, guys. It's just a band. I didn't fuck my shit up. I could have just done that right there and saved a bunch of time, but here we go, guys. Here's the Almond Lithograph. Another great piece of artwork. I did pre-order this from Screen Factory. Got it for $59.99. I think it was like a $60 price tag. If you ordered soon enough, you got the Omen Lithograph right here with it. Same thing with the Fly, I believe. I think that was like either $60 or $65. You ordered in time, you got the lithograph. That's the route I went. And I can tell you this, lithograph or not, it was nice not too long ago to walk in Walmart and actually see the Omen, the Fly box set, the Critters box set sitting on the shelf for $30, $40 a pop. Available to the public. I dug the hell out of that. I know a lot of people probably feel like, damn, like I paid $60 for mine because I wanted that lithograph, or I paid $60 and the lithograph was already gone and here's Walmart selling it for $30, $40. I like seeing their products out in the wild, even if it is Walmart. Like, at least, they getting the word out to the fucking public, man. So, Their products are, man. Their products are fucking great. Love those box sets. Love them. That Omen box set, I can tell you right now, I went through that fucking... There's not one detail of that box set on any of them discs I didn't go over. Fuck, it took me a long time, dude. I'm telling you right now, the special features that's on the original Omen and the remake Omen, holy shit. The original Omen has the most special features, especially as far as run times, I can tell you that. But I enjoyed it. Loved the hell out of it. Interviews. The amount of commentaries is just fucking staggering. Oh, man, I love this lithograph. Like I said, guys, these newer ones have a little bit thinner paper. But I love them. I love them. I love the thinner paper a little bit better. Look at that, guys. That shit is just great. Oh, this is one. You know what? Fuck it. This is one that's got to go up. You know, like this When They Live, Slumber Party Massacre, these three, I got that, even that Omen one, fuck, man. There's some in here that just takes the fucking cake. That Motel Hell, see that lithograph right there. I remember when I first got it, I'll be honest with you guys, I opened it up. Maybe I probably should have had a fucking better, you know, some better lights on it or something at that time, but I opened it up, I just remember like, damn, like that looks a little dark. Even that Howling one too as well. I'm looking at them right here with my ring light hitting them, I'm like, never mind, there it is right there. Like that shit's blinging. We're going to try to go for these guys. Here's the, so they announced 4 Roger Corman steelbooks all at once. Actually, I think 2 came out 1 month, and then the next 2 came out like a couple months later, something like that. Yeah, I'm pretty sure about that, because I didn't get them all 4 at the same time, and I pre-ordered all of them. Love the hell out of some Roger Corman flicks, and me and the fellas just got to watch this, because Joe Bob Briggs presented this as his very last movie to the season 3 finale. What a fucking blast this movie is. I can't tell you guys, this one feels like it's a little bit thicker paper that's just rolled so fucking tight. Look at this, guys. That's another one. Like, this has got to go up. This has no business sitting back here in my fucking room in a tube. Not to be looked at and enjoyed every day. This has got to go up. Guys, look at the detail in the back. Like, there's the fucking fair going on right there, the Ferris wheel. The fucking fireworks beaming in the back. The moon right there behind the fucking creature. Just look at that shit. Even the rope bridge right there for the dock. There's just so much detail. The blood right there, how the water right there has changed like 2-tone colors right there. It's like green, blue, and red from the blood coming out of his mouth. Like that's fucking artwork. Whoever did that artwork right there, they didn't get paid enough for it. I can tell you that shit. Whatever they got paid for wasn't enough. That's Humanoids from the Deep, guys. If you've never seen that film, go watch it. It's fucking great. The best way to probably watch that film, I'm sure that 4K scan on the on the Screen Factory Steelbook, because this was a release through Shout Factory first. I can tell you right now, go watch the Joe Bob Briggs episode for the Last Drive-In, season 3, very last episode. I'm sure you guys will enjoy that. Had a blast watching that with the fellas too. Had a blast. So of course, you know, Cody, Alan. I think Donato might have dipped out a little bit early. Donato Matt might have dipped out, but you guys go definitely. Had a fucking blast watching that shit with y'all. I think the first Roger Corman film he showed was Little Shop of Horrors, the original. That was a blast too. I think that was a first for me. That was a blast. Yeah, fuck, man. What a great lithograph. I gotta get that on my fucking wall. Enough fucking around. Guys, we are at the 58-minute mark. I'm telling you, that thing's about to run out of fucking memory right there. So if it does, guys, there's only a couple left, and I'll just have to shoot the other part. That's part 3. So just so there's no confusion, if we run out of memory, don't worry. I'll pick up my phone right quick, show the last 2 or 3 that I got, and we'll call that part 3. So no big deal, guys. I can tell you, this thing is rolled so fucking tight. Just took the band off of this one. Let's take a look at it. Actually, I don't think I even unrolled this one, because I'd have definitely felt the difference in it. That is Galaxy of Terror. I'm digging it. Hell yeah. I was super glad. I know a lot of, there was a few people in the Facebook group that was a little bit bummed about the 4 new steelbooks being just Roger Corman films, because we have some of those people in those groups that they don't care about films unless they're from the 80s, or they're like, you know, these big name slasher films. But I can tell you right now, as a Roger Corman fan, Screen Factory said, hey, we got 4 brand new steelbooks coming out. All 4 were brand new 4K scans, and all four films happen to be from Roger Corman. I was like, whatever it is, sign me up. Here's my wallet. So yeah, guys. Galaxy of Terror, man. Love that shit. You know what? I'm trying to think. There's one in here. I think it's Forbidden World. I just haven't got to yet and watched the new skin on. I've seen the film before. I'm just trying to think. I don't think I've watched this is the only one right here I haven't watched. The 4K scan of from Screen Factory. So that's a little bit of a shame. I have to put that on the to-do list. Get that done. Whew. I'm telling you guys, as soon as I get done with this, if we can get it all in one video, I'm going to clean up back here and my butt's going to hit the bed. Your boy is tired. Guys, that thing is so tightly rolled, I'm just struggling with it. Alright guys, that right there is Forbidden World. I think I said Forbidden Planet. What the fuck I'm thinking about. Forbidden World, that's great artwork. Love the hell out of that. Man, yeah, that yellow and orange looks so good together. Wow. That looks really good. That looks really, really fucking good. I can tell you this. The 4 Roger Corman lithographs I got, these feel a little bit thicker than the other ones I was unrolling, like Slumber Party Massacre, and I think, what was that, The Fly? Might have been The Omen as well. These feel, Roger Corman lithographs feel a little bit like the older, thicker style lithographs. But, it works, man. It works. I'm just saying, I do like the thinner paper a little bit better. I know most people will be like, dude, like, what the fuck? Get the thicker shit. Last one up, guys. This is it. So, hour and 2 minutes. We're fucking here, guys. We are here. So, let me get the band off of this. I hope I don't run out of fucking memory right here at this last one. Come on, get off of there. Fucking pull that shit off. We'll clean that up later. Ain't no big deal. Last one, guys. This is Piranha. I have watched this one, the 4K scan. This looks really, really good. That it just rolled so fucking tight. I'm struggling with it. There you go, guys. And there it is. Guys, like I said, the only one I did not show you in this video will be Roger Corman's Battle Beyond the Stars. I wish they would have offered the lithograph with that steelbook, so I've already had that pre-ordered, had it in my hands. I'll be honest with you, I'm not really interested in the figure. Wouldn't mind having it, but I know it's just going to be one of those things. I'm not going to hold on to it forever. Probably end up trading it or selling it later. But if they would have offered the lithograph with that steelbook on pre-order, I would have already done had that steelbook and that lithograph here to show you. So I do apologize for that. Like I said, guys, that is steelbook number 22. That is the latest one from Screen Factory, Battle Beyond the Stars, from none other than Roger Corman. And like I said, guys, the only other one I didn't show you was the Fog, which is because it's back there in my bedroom hanging up. So yeah, guys, I was glad to get through that without this thing running out of memory. Thank you guys so much for sticking around. Please, if you like the video, hit the like button. You haven't subscribed, why not? You just saw me bust ass for these last 2 videos, pulling these bitches in and out of the tube, showing you. So I do, guys, I hope you do appreciate that. That was a little bit of work. Guys, hit me up in the comment section if you have any of those. You happen to have a favorite one. Let me know if you know the so far, like, you know, it's not going to be a lithograph, of course, because I have all of them. But if, you know, like, especially like that first video, if there's a poster that you have that I don't have, and you're like, dude, like, what the fuck? I know a place where you can get one, or, you know, not have to sell a testicle for it. Hit me up, guys. I'm always open into buying posters and everything. I just bought, you know, last year I bought Sleepaway Camp 2 from Toddy Walnuts. Got that hanging right there. Got the Blob hanging right there. I got that from Screen Factory. Silver Bullet, got that from Screen Factory. Bought Day of the Dead, body bags, the original Night of the Demons 18x24. Found somebody on Facebook, connected with him, bought all 3 from him. Me and him became instant friends. Really cool guy. I'm always open to buying more Screen Factory posters. Like I said, guys, I would say lithographs, but I fucking have all of them. Guys, and I did say that I didn't show you the Fog because it's hanging back up there in my bedroom. Battle Beyond the Stars, I just haven't got. I will buy that steelbook, and I'll just try to buy the lithograph on eBay or maybe Facebook Marketplace or something. Somebody on Facebook maybe sell it to me. There is one more lithograph, guys. It's right here in this big tube. That is the Friday the 13th lithograph. This was the first lithograph that they made that was actually a different dimension than any other lithograph. It was a 24x36. I'm sure you guys, everybody has seen that fucking lithograph. I've only opened this tube once to take that thing out, and I'll be honest with you, I just don't want to do it again. There's plenty of unboxing videos. Everybody's done seen this fucking thing and that poster. What's sad is we're coming up on a year almost of having this, and I still have neither one of them framed. They are both in here, I assure you. There's the poster right there and the lithograph, as you can tell. They are both in there. You know what? If it's right on the edge, I'll go ahead and do it. But guys, I think we're going to run out of memory before I get to it. So, yeah, guys, it's a little wedged in there. I have to pull everything out, and I just don't want to do it. I'm sure you guys have all fucking seen it. I'm sure most of you already have it. I think these were limited to 1,313 because, of course, you know, Screen Factory did that nice little play on the number there, which was 1313 for the limitations. I think because it sold really good, though, I think Screen Factory, less than 24 hours later, raised the limitations up on the poster and the lithograph. So, yeah, I believe they did. I know they raised the limitations up on that box set because it's still readily available, and I know that thing has sold like fucking crazy. But I do believe that they raised the limitation up on the lithograph and the poster, even though they raised the limitation up on it, this shit went so fucking quick. It was only around there, maybe like, if a week at that, and the poster and the lithograph was completely gone. It was $160 to get that box set with the poster and the lithograph. Come in this really big, nice box. It had Friday the 13th emblem on one side, Screen Factory's emblem on the other side. I kept all that stuff as a souvenir. You probably see it right there up on my shelf. If you see it, there's a Screen Factory emblem, and Friday the 13th on the other side. Yeah, I kept all that stuff. I just can't part with it because I love all that stuff so much. Guys, I do hope you enjoy the video, though. If you are interested in these, please, I hope I didn't let you down by not showing these. There's plenty of people out there who unboxed that Friday the 13th set who got these. And you know what? They probably all rolled them out with a nice GoPro in front of them and all that stuff. Please, I apologize. I just don't want to pull that out. I don't want to pull that out until I frame them. These things went so fast. And not only that, I see them now on eBay or on fucking Facebook, and people are not even sometimes selling them together. Like, they're parting them. Like, the poster, well, I want 60 for the poster, I want 80 for the lithograph, or I'll take 150 for both. And I'm like, man, what the fuck? Keep in mind, guys, this was the set that I literally saw people on Facebook whenever everybody was receiving their sets. Keep in mind, I ordered one. I was very excited when I first got it. But I was actually looking at people on Facebook who ordered no shit like 6 or 7 of those sets all at once. And was up on Facebook being like, I got one for myself. I'm about to part all the rest of these sets out and make me some money when this bitch goes out of print. So not only are they still selling these fucking posters for like 150 for both of them. When that set goes out of print, they're going to be the first ones who's got like 7 of those boxes just sitting in a room somewhere being like, well, I'll sell mine for $1,000 a pop. You know how that market works, guys. It's a sad fucking place, but that's the reality of it. And if you are one of those people, man, don't do that. Let us people who love this stuff get it in our fucking hands. Alright, guys. I do appreciate you sticking around, guys. If you did stick around to the hour and 8-minute mark, here's the second time. Hit me up in the comment section. Just be like, dude, we rode this shit out with you for that lithograph video for part 2. We are here at an hour and 8 minutes. Appreciate you doing the fucking video. You can just, instead of saying all that shit, you could just, I don't know, type the word, type the word donkey balls in the comment section. So I know you made it all the way through. But guys, I do love you. Thanks for checking out the video. I hope that video sufficed. That was a lot of work. But that's every lithograph I own. Part 3 will be all this right here I got beside me, which is Screen Factory. There's no lithographs in here. It's Screen Factory posters in the cap tubes. There's not no pinch tubes, no nothing. It's just, this is going to be a simple, we pop the cap and we pull it out. We go over it real quick. That'll be part 3. Part 4 will be me showing you my living room, my hallway, my bedroom, and plus this room back here. I'll show you everything that's already framed, hanging up, because I'm not going to go around, pull everything off the wall, and just sit there and thumb through it. I'll take you around the house with me and show you exactly what I have for part 4. So guys, I'm glad we got that wrapped up in part 2, because part 3 will be this back here. That'll be for another day, another week. So please, if you missed part 1, go back, check out part 1. That was my folded posters plus my pinch tube posters. There were a few, I think there was like 1 or 2 cap posters in there. Yeah, guys, all the stuff was Screen Factory, except for the Burbs, which was a Shout Select, but I threw that in there. I would have threw in the matinee poster, but I don't have it. I got there too late to pre-order that one, and the poster was long gone. We're at an hour and 10 minutes, guys. Thank you so much for checking out the video. I hope it sufficed. And as always, until next time, stay safe and be careful.